This is the story of A Different Kind of Passover by Linda Leopold-Strauss and illustrated by Jeremy Tugeau and published by Carbon Publishing. A Different Kind of Passover. Manishtana, you guys can sing with me. Halayla hazeh Nikol Halayla, Nikol Halayla. Why is this night different from all other nights? 5 times, 10 times, all the way to Grandma and Grandpa's practice the 4 questions. At our Seder tomorrow night, it will be my job to ask the questions, and Grandpa will answer by telling us the story of Passover. But then I remember that Grandpa was in the hospital until yesterday, so maybe he would be at the Seder. Do you know what happened? I found out Grandpa fell and he hurt his hip, and that's why he was in the hospital, and now he's coming home. And Mom says he's better, but he's still kind of weak and his hip hurts, so he has to stay in bed. I can't imagine our Seder without Grandpa at the table. Oh, Seder night is supposed to be different from all other nights. What I love most about Passover and my grandparents are the things that are always the same. Like running up the stairs to the apartment after Grandma buzzes us in. Like the family photos on the wall near the piano. And the good smell coming from the kitchen. Can you guys all smell the good smells? And the blankets and pillows that my cousins and I used to make beds on the floor because we always sleep over on Seder nights. This year, Grandpa isn't at the front door holding his arms out for a hug. And instead of giving us noisy kisses, Grandma says, shh, quiet everyone, you'll wake up Grandpa. Maybe we should just have a mini Seder this year, Aunt Alice says. That would make it easier on everyone. Grandma gives Alice a look and offers me a spoonful of chicken soup. It's perfect, Grandma, I say. And tasted the fish, Grandma asks Mom. Is it okay? Did you ever make a bad piece of fish, Mom says, hugging her. I'm serious, Aunt Alice persists. Instead of having a whole Seder, Jessica can just ask the 4 questions and we'll have a nice Passover dinner. The little bird told me that Jesse's been practicing the questions in Hebrew. In Hebrew, marvels Grandma. Really, Jessica? Yes, but we need to have the answers too, Aunt Alice, I insist. That's what Grandpa always says. Just ask him. No one's asking Grandpa anything, Aunt Alice says sharply. You guys, are your families making some different decisions about Passover this year? It's all gonna look different. Sadly, I take out the Haggadahs. Will we even be reading the Passover story tonight? Do you think they'll hear the Passover story? What do you think? Yes or no? I think yes. You see some yeses. What about the afikomen, asked Maddie. If Grandpa doesn't hide it, how can we look for it? My head hurts. Last year, I was the one who found the afikomen. Grandpa gave me a kiss and a silver dollar to get it back. I want so much for this year to be like last year. I think a lot of people are feeling like we wish this year were like last year. I set down the Haggadahs and I walk out of the kitchen. Grandpa gives me a weak smile when I come into his room. Hi, sweetheart. What's up? Grandma's making matzo ball soup. Can you smell it? I can smell everything. I can hear everything. I just can't get to it, Grandpa says in a grouchy voice. I stared at him. Grandpa is never grouchy. He tries to sit up. Let's have some help with these pillows, he says. Grandpa looks a lot better after I plump up the pillows behind him. At the Seder, he would have leaned on pillows too, because in ancient days, leaning on pillows at meals was a sign of freedom. Who's going to lean on a pillow this year at Passover? Jared, you've got a pillow all ready to go? Shira, do you have a pillow? Mimi, do you have a pillow ready to go? Tova, you? Grandpa, I exclaim. Suddenly, I know how he can come to the Seder. What do you think, you guys, what do you think she's gonna say? How is Grandpa gonna come to the Seder? What do you think, Vered? You have to unmute yourself.
They could either do it in his room or take his bed to there.
They could move his bed to the table. That's a very creative idea.
Or he's gonna lead the Seder from his bed.
Oh, you think he could lead the Seder from his bed? Maybe
I know he's gonna do that.
No way, Shira. If you know, don't give it away. Let's see what happens. My shout brings Grandma running to the bedroom. See how Grandpa's door opens to the dining room, I say excitedly. Oh, Shira knew it. He can lead the Seder from his bed. Oh, that's a good idea. Go to the Seder in my pajamas, says Grandpa, shocked. All right, you guys, who's going to go to Seder in pajamas this year? I think I am.
Oh, no.
Does God care if you're in your pajamas, retorts Grandma. Listen to your smart granddaughter. She hugs me. There's a big hug right there. We spend the day getting ready for the Seder. We take out the velvet matzah cover and we put in how many matzahs? Show me with fingers. 2? What do you think? I think we put 3 matzahs in the matzah holder. Putting the afikomen. We arrange the Seder plate and set the table. We put Elijah's cup in a place of honor. And who's watching from his bed? Who is that watching from his bed? Who's that?
Grandpa.
Grandpa's there watching from his bed, and he's getting up easy. He doesn't have to help. As I sit at the Seder table, these things are the same as always. The beautiful Seder plate, a Haggadah at every plate, Grandpa leading the Seder, and me asking the 4 questions this year in Hebrew. That's a big deal. The 10 drops that I drip from my grape juice glass with my fingers, 1 for each plague God sends to the Egyptians until they let our people go. And Grandma saying, just when my stomach can't wait another minute, time to eat. Those are the things that will be the same. These things are different. Grandpa sitting in his pajamas and getting tired halfway through the answers. Stephen helps him with the rest of the service. Mark getting up to sip sweet wine instead of grape juice since he has just had his bar mitzvah. You guys know that that's a thing. After your bar mitzvah, in some families, you get to sip a little bit of wine. Teddy forgetting to say that Grandma's horseradish is strong enough to clear his sinuses, but Aunt Alice says it instead. And this year, of course, Grandpa won't be hiding the afikomen. You guys, what's really different about Seder for us this year? What's the big thing that's different for us? What do you think, Vera? What is it?
We don't have school.
You don't have school. That often happens. Are we getting together with lots and lots of people for Seder this year?
No.
No.
I am.
Are-
With my family.
Well, with your family, and there's a lot of people in your family. But there's 4 people in my family. You know how many people are going to be sitting around our Seder table?
4.
4 people. That is very different this year.
Only 7.
As Aunt Alice clears the fish plates, Mom checks on Grandpa. She whispers something to him and fusses with his pillows. I see Grandpa smile. Then his eyes flutter shut. Mom pulls up his blankets and comes back to the table. After dinner, it's time to finish the Seder, but Uncle Stephen doesn't have the afikomen. How did it go missing? We need to finish the Seder without the afikomen. Mark and Maddie and I searched all over the house. Where are they searching? Can you see? Can you see where they're searching?
Under the couch.
In the living room.
Under the couch, on the bookshelf. Where's he searching?
Under the rug.
Under the rug. That's so silly. Are they finding it?
No.
Where else should they look? Look in these pictures. Where else should they look?
Under Grandpa's blanket.
Oh, you might be onto something. We saved Grandpa's room for last. When I come near his bed, he opens one eye and winks at me. Where do you guys think the afikomen is?
In his bedroom.
Suddenly I remember the smile on his face when Mom went into his room. I check under his pillows and what does she find?
The afikomen.
She finds the afikomen under the pillows. That's pretty sneaky. Uncle Stephen gives me a silver dollar in exchange for the afikomen, and I run back to give Grandpa a kiss, just like I did last year. We open the door for Elijah. We put down our Haggadahs and sing the final Passover songs, our voices mixing. Mark's slower than it used to be, and Grandpa's more wobbly. Same or different, I know this is what I'll remember next year. My family on this special night together at Passover. Yay. So I know that some families are planning to get together in a special way for Passover this year. I know that Shira is going to do that. Shira, how are your aunt and uncle coming to your Seder?
We're gonna get on Zoom and do it.
Yeah, there's lots of people who are trying something new this year, trying to have a Seder by Zoom where everybody's kind of like this, where they can see each other and all have the same Haggadah maybe and do Seder together. What do you think that's going to be like?
Weird.